Welcome to live chat. Remember, probably the guidelines. Say more. Say hi.
Dr.
Hi.
Chud, how are you?
Ah, there you are. All right. How's
Can
this thing?
you
How's this thing go away? What's that thing?
which thing?
What's that thing? Um, um, how do you move it? This one? Retouch. Yeah. I didn't have this before.
What are you talking about? What do you have?
There's something in front of my face. If you don't see it, then I don't. Then we're good. There's the
No, I don't. I
the
have
con-
it too. Like
Oh,
mute and all that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
people people won't be able to see it. It's there in case you want to mute or change the camera angle or you know.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready. Hold on.
Awesome.
Bye.
Have you been?
Are we live?
We're live now. Yes,
Really?
sir.
In front of the
Yeah.
world? In front of the world?
In front of the whole world wide web.
Ah, we're a little early. All right.
Are
Hmm.
we?
I think. Oh, maybe not. My clock's wrong.
No,
Hey,
no,
what's up,
no. We are
everybody?
we're about 10 minutes early, so we're
All
waiting
right.
for people to come in. But
Oh, I got you.
I'm not an expert on the YouTube live as well, so it's a
You look.
learning experience.
You look good. You look good.
Yeah, you too, man. So how are things?
Amazing. Everything's amazing. My whole life is amazing. I'm very busy. I'm so busy. I'm forgetting things I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I see that you're in a this band called the Karens. You guys have been kind of busy, huh?
Extremely busy.
Recording.
We record like we put out 2 records a year now. We're in a good cycle. Tour in, record, tour and record. I got us in a nice cycle. So if we could stay there, in 5 years we'll have a shitload of records, and that's my goal. To have a shitload of
Yeah.
music.
H- how long have you been with with this lineup of the Karens?
uh, hmm, I'm going to say almost 2 years now. I think I recorded them the first 45 in 2003. I'm pretty sure. And we released it in 2004. And in 2005, we released the new album, I Want a Refund.
Okay. Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Right
So about
behind.
2 years, maybe.
Awesome.
Great punk band. Great
Awesome.
punk band. Yeah.
And what you have a tour planned for this lineup of the Karens?
Yes, it's coming up in a couple weeks, June 26th to July 18th. Uh, we haven't posted the dates yet, but I think that's pretty much what we're doing. And I think we're posting in about a week all the West Coast dates. It's all going down the West Coast. Then uh, we go back out in October and do the East Coast. And then
Right.
right after the East Coast tour, as soon as we get off the East Coast tour, we go back in the studio and record another album, which we're working on now.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And any just what type of music is it? Is it just hardcore punk or how would you describe it?
I would call it just punk. But this record, the new one, I Want a Refund, is pretty hard. I put it on yesterday and I moshed through the whole record except for one song, but the whole record is heavy and fast, in your face, and short. All the songs are like a minute long, uh,
Yeah,
which I've never done that before. That's pretty awesome. So it's a short record, but it gets the job done. It's a really good record. 9 songs on it.
amazing, awesome.
I produced it. I played drums on it. I did the record layout. The record layout's pretty cool. I put a bunch of receipts together, took a picture of them, and then I laid the words over the receipts. And here's the Karen in the store going crazy, and there's before she went crazy. And
Oh, nice.
here's the back of the cover. There's the guy who got his balls shot off at Lowe's, and
Oh,
and yeah, I even came up with my own font for the album. I made up the font, so we have our
yeah.
own font, which is the logo. This font, I made up our own font, and the dogs are barking. All right,
Oh, it's okay. It's it's
yeah,
okay. Don't
all right. I got
don't
dogs.
worry.
It's
Yeah, no,
it's
don't.
it's what dogs do. They bark.
I got a couple of them here in the room, so it's totally okay. So, anything as far as like the artwork, the videos, and everything? Do you have your hands on everything?
Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
I leave all the Instagram, the Facebook to the other people in the band. What else I leave? I leave a couple things up to them. But I do the layout. I buy the record. I buy all the records. I fund the band. I buy all the merch. Whatever they can with the merch too. But basically, yeah, I sink a lot of cash into this band because I love it. I love what we do. I love the records we make. Um, I don't know if anybody realizes what this cover is, but it's a parody of American Psycho. Here's the I don't know if people realize it, but that's a parody of American Psycho. I hate horror punk. It's the Karen like complaining about horror punk. So
Nice.
whoever doesn't know that, and yeah, I made up the back cover. I do some of the artwork too. I did all that.
Okay.
Um, I like doing all the stuff myself. I've always done every record I've ever made. I've had my hands in everything because I just enjoy the process of the whole
Yeah.
process, recording and editing and the art and the T-shirts. It's all fun for me. So until it gets too big, where I just can't handle it, until
Right.
then, I'll do everything myself, and I always have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a DIY guy, a real DIY
Right.
guy, and
Right.
I don't believe in Spotify or Real ID. I don't do that. I don't do the AI stuff. Um, so it's hard to not do all that stuff, but I do it. I do it. As far as the Karens, they got me beat 3 out of 4 votes. So we have to put the music on Spotify, the Karen stuff, because they want it on Spotify. They're a lot younger than me,
Hmm.
so that's what they
Yeah.
use to do stuff. I never put my stuff on Spotify, but I like the physical product. It's like a ritual to open it up, read everything, smell it, and
Right.
I like that whole ritual. It's special to me. Whereas I think today music lost its specialness with Spotify and all that, and buying the 30,000 songs for $10 or something, whatever they do every month. You're getting all the whole
Right.
catalog. It's not special then. It's yeah, you can't read the lyrics or nothing, and or maybe you could. I don't know, but I don't have Spotify. So all you people sending me songs for your band on Spotify, I can't listen to them. Send me YouTube links or something.
Right. Right. Do you get a lot of fan mail or DMs, like Misfits related,
Oh,
questions
yeah,
or
I get
yeah.
tons and tons. Bands love sending me music. I'm pretty out there as far as like looking at new bands and whatever's happening at the time. I have been my whole life. Um, this band here, Sonic Creeps, when they
Hmm.
came out, um, I hit their record. I did their first record on drums. They were a new band. I worked with Blitzkid. Blitzkid was a new band at the time when I working with them, um, or going to see them. I was seeing them, 2000, 2001, hanging out with them, and then
Did
I toured with them.
um, it was unfortunate, but one of the Blitzkids, one of the members passed away. Huh? If or if am I correct?
No,
No,
no, I don't think so. I didn't hear none.
no. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe I must have. Yeah. So I apologize. It's
Ah.
uh I know I've heard one. It's one of the bands from Jersey, and this
uh,
was like maybe 5 years ago, but I don't.
MOD, the bass player for MOD died.
Oh yeah, 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 exactly. Okay, so it
They're
was
from
MOD.
Jersey, and
Yeah, yeah,
I was supposed to do that record too, the Angry Corpses record. Um,
yeah,
we never got around to it, but I'll probably do something with them if they ask me again.
yeah. It was around that time that we spoke the first time, and you told me that you were busy, kind of trying to get something done with MOD, and that was
Yeah.
about maybe 5 years ago. It wasn't DRI. I mistook those two bands. It
Oh,
was MOD.
there was another
Remember, I
band.
told, yeah.
Yeah, there was another band I was playing with at the time. It was an offshoot of Whiplash. You remember Whiplash?
Yeah, a little,
Whiplash
but
was a thrash band. Whiplash, a great, my
right,
favorite thrash band. I was
right.
working with Tony for a while, Tony Pataro, the guitar player,
Hmm.
and we had a little side project called Family Plot, and it was pretty cool. But we were just ready to release some stuff, and then COVID came. We were just ready to go in the studio. Actually, we had like 6, 7 songs, and COVID came,
Right,
and everybody got sick. And then he moved. He moved right after that. So we never released a record, a Family Plot record. We were jamming every week. It was really fun. And Tony's like one of the greatest thrash guitar players I ever heard.
right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
yeah,
great New Jersey band. Yeah.
yeah. So do you miss New Jersey? Do you go back often?
Yeah, I go back often. I love the scene here in Phoenix, in Arizona. The punk
Hmm.
scene is amazing here. It's vibrant, tons of bands, tons of venues, and of tons of basement shows and these little places like garages and stuff that they have shows at that are amazing. It's nothing
Hmm.
like Jersey. I don't know about Jersey. They gotta get their act together. Uh, but I love the scene here, and I'm really embracing it and getting to know everybody, and probably form a band here with the X Word. I want to put X Word back
Oh,
together. Mm.
oh wow, yeah. I remember, seeing some of those videos that you made back when you had X Word, and those
Yeah.
were really, really good production.
I did all the
You
videos. I did all my videos.
do you
I love
everything
doing videos.
from directing to everything?
I write it. I write the videos, and then I direct them, and I try to find somebody to uh, do my ideas, like film it the way I want it, because I can't film it. But I love doing videos almost as much as making records. I friggin' love it. And the last one I did was the Garbage Pail Kid video. I built an actual like movie set in my backyard, and it was amazing. Somebody, yeah, you should check that out. It's the Garbage Pail Kid song. Uh,
Yeah.
I did that in my backyard. It was amazing. A lot of fun. I love doing videos. I'll direct your next
Right,
video. Hey, how do you
right.
do that?
I have no idea. In I just I pressed it to see what it was, and you know, I think I have. There you go. That's a Chud in the background.
I couldn't
So
figure it out. I couldn't figure it out.
yeah, well, yeah. If you had, I think you have to have those pictures loaded, and
uh,
I'll yeah. So I'm sorry. I was just testing everything.
that was fun.
Yeah, sorry. So
Mary just got home. Mary just got home.
oh, please send my regards. She's so cool. You know, you're very lucky.
Let's say hello. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
uh, it's me,
Yeah,
manager. Speak to the manager.
that's the manager. Absolutely. So, well, speaking of Mary, your manager, you are engaged, right? You got engaged.
Yes. I'm 61 and my first marriage. Nuts.
Really? Wow. Well, you don't look 61 because you look just like when you were playing with the Misfits, and actually
Wow.
you look like when you were doing that the wrestling thing, the
Uh,
WCW. Was it the WCW or WWF? I can't remember. WCW,
w,
right?
yeah, WCW Nitro,
Yeah.
Monday Night Nitro.
Nitro.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was fun. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Any memories of that you can tell us? A little story how that came about, or who got the offer?
Yeah.
Did you
I think
was
Vampiro.
was
Yeah, Vampiro. He loved the Misfits, so he called us up and wanted us to be part of the championship round match. So we would build up to that, and he loved the band, and he wanted us to be the gimmick, his side gimmick. And what's crazy about wrestling is right before you go on stage, they talk like 3 minutes before they go on. They say, "Oh, you do this, you do this, and I'm going to do a flip, and I'm going to do this and this." And I'm looking at them like, "Oh my god, how do you guys remember that?" And
right,
even when we practice that day, like at 2 o'clock, we'll go to the ring and practice what we're gonna do. Right before we go on, they'll change it on me. They'll be like, "You know what? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this and this and this." And I'm like, whoa. And I could never remember it. And one time, I was supposed to leave the ring. They told me right before I go on, "Well, this guy's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit him. He's gonna hit everybody. Everybody's gonna fall out of the ring." And I forgot that part because I had something else I was supposed to do. So I forgot that part, and I didn't get out of the ring, and I didn't know what to do. I was just standing there with the other guy looking at me. I'm looking at him like, and 60,000 people looking at us. And I did the stupidest thing. I pushed him. And he was like, "Oh, you can't do that." And then he floored me. He
right.
gave me, what did he do? He hit me behind the neck or something. And I had this thick steel chain around my neck, and it broke from him hitting me over the neck. I fell to the
Yeah,
ground, and you just hear the whole audience go, "Ooh!" I hit the ground hard because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. When you don't do what you're supposed to do, they take that serious, and
right,
they don't want to look bad, so they're gonna beat you up. And yeah, I'll never forget that moment. And there was another time where we practiced the choke slam. He was gonna lift me up by the neck and then choke slam me down. Yeah, no problem. But when you're in front of 60,000 people, you kinda got your adrenaline going, and I jumped a little too high, and I came down right on my neck, and, I got a sprained rib, a concussion, and a herniated neck, which the lump is still there. It doesn't hurt, but it's still
wow,
there just from one shot. And,
right,
I I got up, and I was, like, dazed a little bit, and the ref looked at me, and he's like, "He's gotta go, he's gotta go." He knew what happened, and then I rolled out of the ring, and Doyle looked at me. He's just looking at me, and I said, "When's the show start?" And he's like, "Oh boy, he's he's fucked up." And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
sent me right to the doctor. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wrestling's real. That chair is metal, and it hurts.
Right. Yeah. It was fun to see you guys there. It was you know for me it was good memories. I don't know if you obviously you got hurt, but yeah. Did they contact Jerry's brother? Was he the manager, your manager, or was he managing you guys?
I think Kenny was managing at that time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He contacted
Okay.
Kenny. Yeah, and then Jerry got into it. He was really into it. He bought a ring. He bought the ring on tour. He was practicing wrestling on tour. Yeah, it was
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah, he was really into it. I think he thought he was a wrestler.
Yeah. Did Kenny do all the booking for you guys when you guys were touring as the Misfits?
Yeah, we had a booking agent, but Kenny did everything. He did a lot of stuff. Kenny was a good
Okay.
manager.
Yeah.
We got along good. He ran the fan club, I think. Uh, yeah, it was a great situation. The band was great. Yeah, our
So
songs
looking,
were great. Yeah.
yeah, looking back at the that era of the Misfits, how excited were you? Obviously, you told a story that you were at a funeral and you were running to Jerry, and if you want to tell it, it's better. But uh, how did that all came about? I mean, the reunion, right?
The forming of the new band.
The
How we got?
reforming of the Misfits, yeah. From what
Yeah.
you've heard,
Uh, yeah. I met Jerry at a funeral. I went to a funeral and walking out, I saw Jerry. I think I was with Sal B, and I just asked him how he was doing, what's going on, and he said, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting the band back together. I'm jamming with Merp and Doyle now." And I said, "All right, well, if you need any help, here's my number." And then he called me. He said, "Why don't you come up and help Merp out? You know, set up the drums and stuff." So every time I would go up there, Merp wouldn't show up, and I would just sit in. And after a while, I guess they said, "Ah, I guess Merp ain't coming back, so I guess you're the drummer." They did auditions, but I still became the drummer afterwards. Yeah.
right? And you knew. Can you tell us a little bit about the? I love the post on your Instagram page that you did where Lodi High School and everybody was there. The four of you. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, there was actually more than 4, but I couldn't find their, pictures online. There's, Mr. Jim was from Lodi, and, Frenchie Como was from Lodi, so there's actually 6, but I couldn't find them. I also was in school with, I went to school with, Erie Vaughn and, Steve Zing. They were in my class, uh
Mhm.
but I posted that picture was Misfits, it wasn't. They should do a Sam Hain one.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
right? They should do the Sam Hain one with the 3. But, yeah, I went to school with, Erie Vaughn, Doyle, Steve Zing, and the other 3 4 were much older than me. Glenn, Jerry, Frenchie Coma, and Mr. Jim. They were very much older than us 4. Yeah, so there's 8 of us, actually, that were in the misfit world that went to Lodi High. Yeah.
Yes. Steve
Young
Zing.
bull.
Yeah. That was incredible. Steve Zing. I saw him because he has a band and they're all from New Jersey. And I can't remember the name of the band, but they're signed to Cleopatra, or at least they released a couple of songs on Cleopatra. Uh, but there were some a lot of musicians from New Jersey in that band. I just
Ah,
can't remember the name, but yeah, but I think he's still with Danzig, right? He's still playing bass, or
he's still playing bass. Yeah, I wonder what his new band is called. Unless it's the Mara Drug again. Mara's Drug
no,
wasn't that?
no, mm-mm. Somewhere
There
something.
was something 59, Black 59 or something. I think it was that.
Yeah, it was. It's another one, but I've heard of the Black 59. This one has like like an older guitar player and a young singer. I don't remember something Red Devils or something like that. I have to look it up, but it's something kind of new
All right,
that
I'll check
he's
it out.
doing. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
check it
yeah.
out.
They're on Cleopatra. But going back to you,
Wait a minute,
so
Cleopatra, isn't that
yeah,
the company that just got busted about the AI thing?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that.
They tried to replace the Dead Boy singer with AI.
They
You didn't
did?
hear about that? Yeah, they
No,
tried
I
to.
haven't.
Yeah, the Dead Boys. They're on Cleopatra, and I heard that the singer was singing, and they wanted to replace his voice with an AI Steve Bader's voice, and the guy flipped out. He's like, "Nah, they ain't gonna do that." Good for him.
Good.
Anyway,
Well, definitely good for him. I don't think they would do something like that unless it was management
maybe not.
involved. I don't, but I haven't heard anything. I know
Uh,
that Ministry just announced that Al is gonna call it quits. He's gonna do the last tour and one more album. So on Cleopatra. So we'll see.
wow.
But
How
but yeah,
how many albums they got out?
it should be around 17.
Oh my
17.
God!
Yeah,
Wow. God bless him.
you know,
Retire already.
yeah. It's he's started with like new wave and then ended up playing almost trash and death metal and he did it his way definitely. you know,
Good. God bless
I
him. Good
think.
for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a cool guy, cool dude.
He probably's
So
not going
go
to retire. He's not going to retire. He says he's going to retire. When you retire, you really don't retire. You still do what you love to do.
that is correct. That is correct. I think that retirement means I'll do 4 or 5 big shows a
Right,
year, right? I
right,
mean
right.
that. So
Yep.
so the Misfits '94. You started. Then we go into '95, and you start touring. What the East Coast? What are some of those first concerts on? Like what you were already signed with Geffen. How did that start?
I can't remember if we were signed with Geffen yet. Uh, were we? I can't remember. But
Or
yeah,
was that
this
in '97?
I think we got signed in '97. I think we went out on tour with like 4 new songs maybe. So I don't think we got signed yet. We
Okay.
were we were still writing the new album, and those that was an experience. The first tour it was really great
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, man, uh, very exciting for everybody. Um, I can't say nothing bad about the tours. They were great. Uh, we toured with a lot of great bands: Guard, Anthrax, Megadeth, Life of Agony. Wow, so many great bands. Sick of It All. Really good bands. Uh, yeah, I had
And
fun.
I absolutely. And how
I
did
was
you
actually
feel?
I was actually the first one up and the last one to go to bed every night.
Really? Were you,
Yeah.
were you the most responsible one out of the whole group, or
They were all married and had kids and stuff. I was the only single guy, and um, I did whatever I wanted, and it was great. I had a lot of fun.
yeah?
But
Well,
I,
you
I would
you
I would wake up and I would go jogging with my friend Arturo Vega. We would go jogging around castles in Europe, go jogging around all these great places wherever we were, and that's how I'd start my day, and then end it with a
Art
party.
Arturo Vega. I know him. I know
Yeah,
Arturo.
the fifth. He was the fifth Ramon.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't he draw the logo. He did
He,
the whole logo and a bunch of other stuff, right?
he did
Covers
all their
and.
art. He did all their art. He was the only person that ever did their light show. All the lights you ever
Hmm.
see is Arturo. I think he basically got the band together somehow. Uh, it was him,
Well,
and I was, yeah,
they they lived in his attic or in his apartment. I mean, all over the place, right?
he lived in his loft on Second Ave or Second Street,
Mm.
Second Ave, one of those. And um, yeah, I used to go visit him a lot. And Dee Dee would walk in and we'd bullshit for hours. Or Joey, we'd have parties for Joey. Yeah, it was fun. Those guys were awesome. Yeah, and I did Joey's record too. I did a solo record. I did one song on it, which was
Did
fun.
you play drums or did you write?
Yeah, I wrote. No, I played drums on 1969 on the Joey Ramone, his only solo record he put out, which was called "Don't Worry About Me." Great record.
Mm.
Yeah, really good record.
Okay, awesome. So that after 95, 96, you got signed to Geffen. Tell us a little bit about that experience, because obviously huge record company back then. You know.
Yeah, David Geffen's a great man. He took care of his bands. Well, he wanted to make money too, but he made us sign up to the union, so I have a pension now. I can collect it whenever I want because of David Geffen. And I wish we did more records on that label. It was a really good label. But something happened. Something got screwy with the managements. I don't know what happened, but we got thrown off after a year. And we went to Roadrunner. Yeah.
Yeah. So how many music videos did Geffen put out? Just to dig up your bones, or
I think so. Pick Up the Bones. Scream was the other one. That was off the second record. Did we do any other ones? There might American Psycho. Wasn't there an American Psycho video? Yeah.
oh yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah, it's
absolutely,
two.
too.
Yeah, they're
And,
both
and,
good.
and
Yeah.
George Romero directed Scream. How did you feel working with him and that video? A lot of makeup, a lot of special effects.
Oh man, working with that guy. Oh my God, that was a dream come true. And he's everything you hope to be. You hope him to be everything. Nice guy. Oh, what a mind. His vision was incredible, and that video is one of the best things I've ever seen. What a great video for Scream.
Yeah.
They closed off a whole. He had the power to close off a whole hospital wing in Canada, so we were able to
Mm,
do the video. He closed off a whole, like there were like real blood vials like still hanging on tables and stuff. But
wow.
um uh I think we had a deal where he would use our music in his movie if he did our music video. So that was the deal, and it worked out really well. Hmm.
So that's true. He requested a couple of songs, right, in exchange
Yeah,
for him directing. Okay. So
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
think that was on Wikipedia, and we I wasn't sure if that was. Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Bruiser.
Yeah, yeah,
That was the name of the movie we did. It was George.
yeah, yeah. You had a part in it, right? I mean,
What's that?
yeah. You had a part in that movie, right?
Um, I remember being there. I don't know if we had a part in it. I don't think so. Oh
No.
yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, we were in the club scene. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, and this thing
Okay.
just came out. This is they re-released it, Bruiser, on 4K. Nice booklet. Um, the booklet is amazing. So they just
Hmm.
released this. Uh,
Nice.
great pictures of us in here. There's great pictures of me. Uh, a lot of pictures of me, in fact, um, in this
Yeah.
booklet. Uh, it says Misfits, Makeup, and Madness. That's what's
Very nice.
inside this thing. Are we on a time limit here?
No, no.
Okay.
We can shut it down whenever you want. We can keep
Oh, okay.
going. It's up to you.
Yeah. So go out and
No.
get this thing. This thing is amazing. Um, and I do a little commentary in there. They filmed me. They came over from England or something and filmed me talking about the re-release and being in the movie. Um, and this is it. It's really a nice package. If anybody is interested, this is one of his best movies, in my opinion. It didn't get the accolades it should have got. This is a great movie. One of his best, I think.
Can I
Bruiser, go
can
get
I
it.
can I ask where you got yours?
They sent me it.
Okay, no, but I mean, is it available
Oh,
somewhere that you
okay. Yeah, yeah,
know?
yeah. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Indicator. Go and find Indicator. That's who put it out.
Okay,
They're from
okay,
England. From
right.
England.
Okay, okay, okay.
They like
Yeah.
do a lot of re-releases. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'll put out a when we post this. I'll make sure that we have a link for that as well. And I want to put a link of all your releases as well. What exactly do you have going on as far as selling merch? You got the Karen albums, right?
Yeah. I got a lot of merch. Yeah.
Yeah.
T-shirts and stickers, and I sell candles and I sell posters. I should have looked at it before I got on here, but I quit high school. Talking about high school, I quit high school. Nobody knows that. I quit in like that freshman year. I knew they
Oh
were
wow.
indoctrinating. I knew they were indoctrinating me. Said I need freedom. Um,
Yeah.
but the year
Well, it's
before, the year before, when we graduated middle school, uh, at that graduation I was there for that when I graduated 8th grade, and Doyle was in my class, and they wouldn't give him his diploma uh, the ceremony. They refused to call his name, and we were all mad. We were all and because he showed up in a pink suit and pink hair, and the next day in the paper, the headline was "Pink-haired pupil provokes principal,"
oh
and
wow.
it was a crazy time. They ended up giving him the diploma, but it was blank.
Yeah, that's crazy. Um, so you have your website. Can you tell us your website so that the audience can go in and check everything out?
Yeah, drchud.com. It's been like that for 30 years. I still
Yeah.
have my original email, drchud at AOL.com.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that the other, a couple of weeks ago when I first saw it, I'm like, who uses AOL? You know?
Punks, punks like
Yeah, no,
me.
no. Oh, of course, of course. No, that was not to make fun. It was this guy is a real deal. He doesn't change his email. This must have
I don't.
been 30 years old or something.
I'm so anti-corporation. I beat them at every angle I can. I still make records on my 2000 Cubase because that year when they came out with digital big time, They gave it all
Mm-hmm.
away then. They gave it all away in 2000, like ultimate, as many tracks as you want. You didn't have to connect things to it. You didn't have to buy things. Everything was included. So I saved that disc and I saved the fob, and for 30 years I don't have to be subscribed to Pro Tools, or I don't need it. Once they gave it away in 2000, they lose. Now I make records for 30 years, 25 years
Mm-hmm.
for free. It's like my last 15, 20 years, all my cars, everything I make last. My girl is laughing at me like crazy. I don't keep up
Mm-hmm.
with the Joneses. I am the Joneses.
So you keep everything for a long time. How often do you change on your drum set? How often do you change? I don't know, the skins and how
Okay,
long do
yeah,
your the cymbals? How long do they last unless they don't break? Because I know drummers that keep them even if they have a little crack or something, But
yeah. I love the way a snare drum head sounds when it's ready to break. I love it. So I keep that thing on till it's ready to break. I don't change it ever. Um, the tom heads, I don't change them a lot. Cymbals, I have a lot of cymbals, so I hardly break cymbals. But the drum kits I change every band I'm in. I design a drum kit for that band that makes sense with that band. The Misfits drum set was friggin' incredible. Imagine that thing at Coachella. Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, mm-hmm,
But
yeah.
that didn't happen. uh,
No, I wish you would have been there, to be honest,
right?
because uh, I don't
It's
know.
like it's iconic.
They call themselves the original Misfits, but that's really not accurate because there's only two, and there's the original Misfits should be more. But no, that's a long story. But you were the most to me. You were even I know Robo and but to me your design and the cage underneath, and you coming out of that cage and shaking the bars and
Theatrics. Theatrics.
yeah, it was great. It was great because people that never, especially 96, 95, 96, when, people my age didn't get to see the Misfits in the, late 70s, 80s. So to see him again in the mid 90s, you needed those theatrics, right? I mean, because
Hmm.
that's the way I mean, and you guys came right when the grunge era. It was not easy. You guys did it during a period of,
Exactly. Yep.
that the Nirvanas and the Soundgarden and all this music was just, you know. And I remember heavy bands and friends that I know and I tell them, why would you wear a flannel shirt? You're in a trash metal band, man. What were you guys? And then you know him. Well, he passed away unfortunately, but Nick
Yeah.
Menza, remember he's
Yeah.
Megadeth in '92 was wearing flannel shirts like they were Nirvana.
Yep.
I'm not to make fun of. I'm just saying, stating fact. A lot of bands were doing it. So you guys came out in an original like punk with
Yep.
theatrics, with the whole outfits from back in the day, and your drum set was massive with all these spikes on the bass kick. It was crazy. It was. I remember your bass. Some of the things that I remember the most was your drum kit. It was just
Mhm.
massive.
Yeah, I bolted
Yeah.
the floor toms were two bass drums bolted together, and I had two of those
Wow.
floor toms on each side of me. I think the kick drum was a 38-inch. I had bolted two of those together. All the toms were oversized. I think we just tried to up the game a little, step it up more. The theatrics, the makeup, and the songs. The songs were more demanding. I think the guitar riffs were a little bit more demanding than the old days. The vocals pretty much more demanding. A lot of vocals. We had backups. I don't think the original band had they had maybe gang vocals, but we had actual backups, and we upped the game a little bit. And people dug it. They were like, "Yeah, okay, this sounds good," and they believed it because we believed it. We were into it, and it was the real deal. We weren't faking nothing up there. We were all from Lodi, us three, the brothers and me. We grew up together, and we happened to find a singer that can sing really well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
That singer, which I'm not gonna mention the name. He could sing though. Yeah, I mean he was trained. He was a good singer. There's no denying his
great
talent.
singer. Yeah, great singer. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
especially it fit with what you guys were doing at the time,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
theatrics. You
He
know.
was he was young. He was young, which was it's always a problem when you're playing with young people. How do you put that? They're just green and they have to go through life. They don't know who they are yet, and they're struggling to find themselves, and they're not professional yet. I was playing 3 nights a week for 8 years in a band before I joined the Misfits. So I was
Wow.
ready. I was ready for the to do this. Yeah.
Okay. How,
Now I'm back playing with young kids again.
yeah. How was it for you playing 3 times a week for 8 years, and then overnight, maybe getting a bunch of press and interviews, and starting to maybe sign autographs and take people asking you for pictures, and what the fame is, it's all about. So did that make you a different person, or did you always stay the same?
um, yeah, I was pretty grounded. I'm a lot more grounded now, but I did keep it together back then. It can go wrong really fast. You could do drugs, you could start drinking, you do a lot of bad things, and that was never in me. I'm not a person that gets addicted to things, and I just had fun. I enjoyed it, and I took responsibility for the job, and I really worked hard at it. Me and Jerry used to practice every day, just me and him. Uh,
Hmm.
Every single day, call me every day. Hey, come on up. We'll practice a couple times. And I used to practice twice a day with him from I think 2 o'clock and then 7 o'clock. I just hang out at the shop until he's done working, and we jam. And
Hmm.
uh, I took that responsibility really heavy, and I did the best I can. I think I did a good job. I
Yeah.
think I did
Yeah.
a good job.
So how?
I played most drums on any Misfit, and the most drum tracks than any other Misfit drummer. I did like
Right. Exactly.
50 something tracks. I think I'm on.
Right. And that's what I thought, that you should have been the one that got the call to play with this lineup, because I love. Don't get me wrong. I love Lombardo, but
Yeah, yeah,
I love him in Slayer. I don't.
yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
don't. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I think he's a tremendous drummer. The talent
yeah.
is there, but he needs to be in Slayer, and obviously I don't want to get into it. He had some problems there as well, but I think that's not. You want to help somebody from your hometown. That's what I think.
Um, it would have been nice to have 4 Lodi dudes up there. It would have been nice.
Yeah.
Very theatrical. We would have had a lot of fun. But I understand Glenn has his own people, and he has his own idea of what should be happening. So he made all the choices as who's up there. So, but they put my name in the hat. They told me they put my name in the hat, but it was ultimately up to Glenn. And I
Mhm.
would have loved to see the whole theatrics, the TV screen, and the drums, and all the smoke and all the freaky stuff we were doing back then. The fans would have dug that. Yeah.
Yeah. definitely. I mean, that show at the Garden was massive. I mean,
That was
they've done some big shows, but
I was
that
at that
was
one. Yeah, I was
oh
at
yeah.
that one. Yeah, I think that was a great show. That was really the best show I heard was the Gordon show. Yeah, yeah.
Now that I was thinking the other day, because we've done this is going to be our third chat that we're going to post. Um, and the band that you guys brought along opening when I saw you was H2O. You remember those guys? Yeah,
Don't forget,
yeah,
don't forget your roots. Don't forget your
yeah,
roots.
yeah,
Love
yeah,
that band.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen them afterwards, and I remember. Yeah, I saw you guys opening for the Misfits. So it was good. So
They just played my town last week, but it was sold out. I couldn't go. It was
oh
sold
yeah,
out.
yeah, they're playing again, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're playing. Yeah.
so tell me a little bit. Uh,
Am I too loud?
after
My girlfriend's
no,
telling me I'm too loud.
you're fine. You're
All
perfect.
right.
Don't worry. Uh, when the Misfits call it quits, what was the real reason? I mean, was it 99 or 2000 or late 99? Was it right after the Japan concert?
It was late. It was 2000. I think right before Halloween, maybe 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. We had some big stuff happening. I don't know. I don't know why it broke up. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bizarre. It was really bizarre.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think Jerry just had a different vision of the band at that point. I don't know why. Maybe we weren't making the money he thought we should be making, or I have no idea why he would do that again. I mean, the first lineup should never broke up, in '82, but it did, and then the 2000 lineup shouldn't have never broke up, but it did, and we had like 5 records left in us, so we had no reason to break up. We could have wrote some really good records, uh, but
You know,
just those years.
I think that there's always a. I mean, and you're extremely a professional, and I admire you that you're very professional at what you do, and also you have to play the diplomacy card. I think that maybe when Danzig calls it quits, about what he's
Oh,
doing now, right? I mean, like I said, artists they love music, and he'll do the shows that he does, but maybe I think people are gonna want to see you guys again, the lineup from '95. I think, and I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if you guys get along, but
mm,
or maybe there's too much controversy with the singer. I don't know. It's but
mm. Yeah,
uh,
that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm a different person now than when I was in the band or 10 years ago even. So I'm at a different place. I'm at a different frequency. Um, it's a tough decision. I would love to do it though. I mean, if we're all alive, there's no reason why we shouldn't do it. If
right.
Glenn doesn't want to do it, I'm sure Jerry wants to keep playing forever. He loves playing. So
Would you would you do it
yeah.
if Jerry was decided to sing again? Just Jerry singing, not bringing back any other singers. Just Jerry singing and Doyle and you and yourself, like a three-piece.
Oh no, I need the band. I have a band. It's the four piece. That's my band. That's the
So
band
what's
I'm in.
what's it? What singer would you play with if you decided to?
Well, if Mike can get his shit together and maybe uh, um,
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a tough question, but that's it's
Mike needs
you
a
know
come to Jesus moment. He's into Jesus now, right? He needs to come to Jesus. All right, they're cutting me off. They're cutting me off.
yeah. I don't know. I saw that he played in Israel or Tel Aviv. So I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah, let's not
that's
even mention that place.
that's it, right? So,
Oh my God.
but but again, he has talent. He has the pipes, right? So,
Yeah,
but
talented guy, and it's up to the fans whether they want to listen to his music or not. It's a personal thing. If his politics or something get in the way, then that's up to you. But some people, politics don't get in the way for them, and they just want to hear good music. And when we wrote the music, it was all good-hearted and in a good. We were all in a good place.
yeah,
So, yeah.
that's it.
And he doesn't make any money off the records. He sold his royalties. So that oops, cut me off again. Well, why? There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
well, that's good. No,
He doesn't
no, I
make
mean,
money on the royalties.
okay.
What?
Well, I want to ask you a question that has nothing to do. Let's change. Let's
I think we got
change
to change the
subject.
subject.
We change subject. Okay, so the band broke up
Yeah, I
before
don't know.
Halloween 2000. W- what state of mind were you in? Did you like, okay, what am I going to do
Yeah,
now?
yeah. You want to know what happened?
Yeah.
Jerry left me on the side of the curb with all my equipment, and nothing wrong with that. But I rented a truck, and me and Mike.
Whoa. Excuse me. What? What happened? He left. He literally left you on the side of a
Yeah,
road.
well, it was the back of the club, I guess. But we played the
Okay.
we broke
So,
up at the night of House of Blues, I think, in Florida. That night,
wow.
which happened to be the night my mom showed up to see me, and she never did that before. So it was a real special night for me. But anyway,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
that day, that night, that on stage we broke up, and I didn't go to the next show with them. They left me and Michael there with our equipment, and I rented a truck and I drove home. And on the way home, I said, "I'm forming another band. You want to be a singer?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay. I'm going to hold auditions." And I held auditions. I picked the two best guys I could find, and we formed Graves. And I released one record with them. I paid for everything, produced it, and we toured a couple years, and we had a lot of record. We had like 5 record companies knocking on my door for that first record, and
Hmm.
uh, and right before the Japan tour, I think it was 2 weeks away. Mike just disappeared, and oh, I got that the thing again. We can't talk about that guy no more. But yeah,
Right.
I uh, uh, he disappeared, and the band broke up, and I formed X Word after that. Yeah.
Okay. So he disappeared. What happened? What is the current status
I I
of the
I
re-
I I haven't talked to him since since 2002. I haven't talked to Michael Graves since 2002 because of that. Because
But
I
but
thought
you
I
guys
was
have been in the same room because I saw you guys in a
yeah
some
yeah
horror show.
he never came and said hello. I never talked to him that night.
Right. Right.
In
So
fact,
yeah, I mean,
I didn't even want him there. I was like, why is he playing with us? I don't know. And Doyle was just like, oh, he's just gonna come on stage, sing a couple songs. I'm like, all
mhm.
right, well, uh, I'm not into that, but all right, we'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I can feel already this right being cut off, but he did the same with the Misfits
Yes,
before traveling overseas or to South America, and then he did it with
yeah,
you
yes.
2 weeks before. So obviously
I
there's something wrong. Did
think he
he
did it
just
with
want to play?
I think he did it
Did
with the
he?
next band too, Gotham Road. I think they were supposed to go to England, and like a week before he canceled. All right, we got this again. Too much talk
Yeah.
about him.
Well, uh, he missed out with the Misfits because
Yeah, it was big shows.
some of the biggest shows were with Mike Hideous, right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did a good job filling in, but
yeah.
he wasn't my singer.
I remember a couple of things uh that I talked to him about in private. I think he said that you might have picked on him a little bit.
I never picked on. I
No,
don't pick on people. Yeah.
no, like
He was just say it was. There's a such thing called sour grapes. So he should have just been grateful that he had the opportunity to do something like
yeah,
that, play in front of so many people. And it was Jerry's call. Everything was Jerry's call. It wasn't my. Nothing was my call. So he had no reason
yeah.
to be mad at me for anything. I was just the drummer. Uh,
Well, yeah, I think they put out a little movie, and Jerry's brother commented, "Hey, yeah, Mike, he just played the biggest shows, and he filled the shoes, and
mhm.
I on a short notice, I think like 1 or 2 days before, I think he did okay, yeah. So,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but
Yeah. Just
changing the subject. So, X Ward, let's talk a little bit about that project. You directed your own videos.
yeah.
Uh, what is the status of that? You never quit. You left that like on the side, right? It's still kind of like in your mind. Do you want to come back and do something with that?
Yeah. Last X-War tour was 2007, and then I started joining bands, Blitzkid, Sonic Creeps, Doyle, doing soundtracks.
Hmm.
But I don't know. It's just time to. I write a lot of songs, so I got some X-War songs that are pretty damn good that need to be on a record. So I'm gonna
Okay.
start with something small in December. Release maybe a 45. I'll try to get a full length out, but I'm so busy right now with the Karens. But I at least can put out 45. I got enough songs for that, and it'll be like a little Christmas special album just to
Nice.
reintroduce the band. I have to get a whole new band. My band's half of them are retired and live very far away, so I'll
Hmm.
have to find some members and to record with me, and or I could record everything myself if I want to, but I don't like doing that all the time. So I like the camaraderie of a band and friendship of a band. And X Ward, we had
Hmm.
like 22 members, and they were all awesome. Every one of them's awesome. They all call me up. Come on, let's go on the road. All nice
Yeah.
guys. I never had a bad uh, situation with any of the X Ward members at all. They were all friends, really good people. So
Do you
I'm gonna.
like touring? Do you like to be on the road, or do you prefer recording and staying at home? I mean, what is your current situation? I know that you're going to go out on tour with the Karens, which I still want to talk a little bit about more about them, about this project that you have. But has COVID changed you in any way, whether good or bad? Staying more at home, looking at life a little bit differently.
COVID did not change my life at all whatsoever. Um, it, uh, I was, I stayed home anyway. I didn't have to work or nothing, so
Yeah.
um, it was just the same for me. I just wondering why everybody's home now. Like, why is there all these people around? But it's interesting. I just thought of this about the touring thing because I really didn't tour a lot younger when I was younger before the Misfits. Only did like local stuff. But the Misfits were my first real big touring experience, and that was, like, a huge thing, and it seems like I'm going in reverse. I'm like, the X Ward was a little lighter. It was like, okay, now you're just traveling in a RV or a van, and now I'm at the Karen's point where I think we're gonna be in a car. I might be sleeping in a car. I might be sleeping on, people's houses. I don't know. It should be
Right.
interesting. Maybe I'll make a Patreon and I'll have, on the road with the Karens type of deal going on. I wanna do a Patreon because I wanna try to get off all the social media stuff so I have more control. And
Hmm.
I have so much old stuff that people need to see and hear. I recorded every Misfit show professionally. I did multi-tracking on every show. I
Wow.
say I saved every single flyer, every poster. I have so much memorabilia. I even have old original Misfit stuff. I have Doyle's old amp skins. He told me, "Yeah, go upstairs and peel them off. I want to paint my cabinets black." So I'm there like carving them real gentle. I'm like, I'm not throwing these out. They have the Misfit skull, like Glenn sprayed on there and
Right.
stuff. And I'm like, I'm saving these, and I got like 6 of them. They're really nice. I got some stuff from the old days, but I want to start releasing that stuff maybe on Patreon or something. But people need to see some of the stuff. It's really cool. What do you think? Patreon's a good idea or not?
Absolutely. I mean,
It'll
I,
be
I,
free. It'll be free. If
I
you're
mean, I
free.
don't know. I think you should charge a membership, but
Well, if I do
that's
something
just
that
being,
I have to spend money on, yeah. If I have to
yeah,
spend
yeah,
money on something, yeah, maybe I'll charge tiers. They have tiers. I don't know. I gotta look into it, but
right,
in the beginning, definitely, I want it free. I want people to be have access to me and my stuff at first, at least.
right.
Like I'm not into the corporate thing, or I don't care about money. Um, my manager does, obviously. She's looking at me like,
Right.
"Yeah." All right.
Are you on Cameo?
I tried to be on it, but I messed up the uh, signing up to it. I gotta call them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
know. I thought,
I have to
yeah,
be. I have to do that because I get so many people asking me to do videos for them, like say happy birthday to my brother, this, that, and I do them. I don't care. So
right.
it'll probably be easier if I do it through Cameo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, we hope to see you there, and we hope to see your Patreon and all these things that obviously you have history. You have history that you need to show the rest of the fans. So we look
I was the
forward to
I was
that.
I was the band archivist back then.
Okay.
I archived everything. So what's next? Do I read off where I'm going to be on my conventions or something?
Of course. We need to know. I want to
August
know.
August 30th. I'm going to be at the Punk Rock Flea Market in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Sloan Convention Hall. August 30th, one day only. Then, one day only, September 27th in Florida, Fort Myers at the Florida Horror Festival at the Hilton Doubletree. Then, in September, I'm sorry, the Florida thing is September 27th. Maybe I said that. That's September 27th, one day. And then September 20th and 21st, I'll be at the Gross Con at the Ahern Convention in Las Vegas. That's September 20th and 21st. And then October 4th and 5th, under the Vegas moon, outside, I'll be at the Nightmare in Vegas at the Silverton Casino. That should be really fun because they got all these monster cars there, and Hearsts and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, I got a movie coming out soon that I did a cameo in. I'll plug that real quick. It's called Killer Cox. I just love the name. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
um, I got let's see what else. That's all I wrote down. Sorry.
No, no, no. It's great. And of course, you got a new single out. Just last
Oh
talk
yeah.
about your last single, the
Oh
Karen.
oh that one.
Well, no,
Oh
no, all singles, whatever.
yeah. I did a song for an actress named Ada Sanger. She was in
Hmm.
the Grown Up movies 1 and 2. She decided to become a singer, and she's great. And she asked me to write her a song, so I wrote her one, and it was released in February. It's called "You're Always Right," and it just became available on the Instagram, so I'll be posting it. And uh, and it's a beautiful song. Uh, uh, and hopefully I'll be writing more for her in the future. And you could buy or see her stuff at adarecords.com. I think it's Ada dash, not the lower dash, the dash and records.com. And you can see
Okay.
all, hear all her stuff. And then, yeah, I got the new Karen's record out. It was released a couple days ago, and it's amazing. I hate horror punk was released last year that I did, and this one's called I Want a Refund. And we're hot. We're on fire.
Yes, absolutely. And your tour starts when?
Um, June 26th to July 18th, and you can go for all the Karen information is thekarensband.com. Thekarensband.com. Yeah, I do all the websites too. That's another thing I do. Yeah, all the
Okay.
websites. I spend all day doing shit.
Right.
All the graphics, all the logos, all that shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't
You
get
should.
no credit. Nobody knows. I don't get no credit. All right, my manager
You
does a lot of stuff too.
you should do some artwork, man.
You know what?
I would.
She was she was telling me you should do layouts for bands because I do great CD layouts. Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh,
look at that perfect
you did
layout.
all that yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, perfect layout.
Did
It's
I
fun.
leave anything out? Did you want to plug anything else? Because I'm gonna post this everywhere as I usually do, and there's gonna be a lot of material on the one and only Dr. Chud. On all my pages on Post Punk TV, Post Punk UK, Ministry of Noise, everywhere. We're gonna be everywhere with you, and every time you have an update, please let me know so that we can announce it. We'd love
I
to
do
do that for you.
I do wanna I do want to say one thing about the tour, but before that, I just do want to say thank you, Tony, because I've been waiting for a person like you to come by and want to do something like this. And man, you work so hard, and thank you so much. And if there's
Thank you.
anything I could do for you, yeah, just give me a call. All right, about the tour. Uh,
Right.
this is a Karen's tour, and I do conventions, and people come with their Misfit records, and they pay a lot of money to get into the convention and for the autograph. And I have to respect them people. So if you're coming to a Karen show with Misfit records, I'm 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 only going to sign the Karen's records for free. Anything Karen's, I'll sign for free. That's why we're there. But if you come at me with 20 Misfit records and you want me to sign them at a Karen show, uh, you better put something in my tip bucket because it's not fair to the people that pay to come see me at a convention to get their record signed. So just out of respect, um, just don't bring them. Just bring your parents' records. Uh, and I appreciate that. And then Dr. Chud records I'll sign, and the Sacred Trash records, and the Blitzkid, and the Sonic Freak. Maybe I'll sign those. But the Misfit stuff, a lot of people come see me at the conventions. The last one I did, the line was like 10 hours long, and
Yeah.
I gotta respect those people for taking the time to drive there and take pictures with me and pay for all that crap to get signed. So they bring a lot of shit. So
Well, I want to
please,
mention one thing as well, and I work, in the music business, and I've done radio in the background, always, radio, TV stations out of Florida. I want to say you work really hard. Musicians work really hard. Don't, if you're gonna go see him at the convention, pay your entrance fee, pay to get your Misfits stuff signed because he doesn't put out music for free like everybody else on
credit cards.
Spotify. Everybody got bills. I know you have kids. You got bills to pay. So respect the artist. Respect him.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Pull out. You guys spend money on crap. So instead of spending money on this bullshit that you guys spend, pay to get your Misfit stuff signed by the one and the great Dr. Chud, because it's history. So, yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because I do see a lot of people doing that. I'm not going to mention the name, but I was, I do tours, some tours in South America, and a lot of people would go, get the meet and greet and bring like 50 LPs to get signed, and the artist said, no, I'm not, I'm only going to sign maybe one. That's it. And if you buy it here, so
Right.
it is what it is,
We have to make our
Uh,
money up somehow because we're not getting paid with the Spotify stuff, the digital. We're just
well,
not getting paid.
the music business has changed, so I would ask people, help out if you really want to help out the artist, if you really care about the
It
artist,
helps.
pay to get your Misfit stuff signed by Dr. Chud. Don't abuse it. Don't go see the Karens to just to get Misfit stuff signed. Care about the
Right.
bands and care about the
Yes,
person. Yeah.
exactly. Thank you.
Oh no, thank you. Uh, I have a couple of more questions. I know you got to go.
Yeah.
What are your like top five horror movies? There's some questions that I got that I have to ask, not only from here but from the Instagram and from TikTok. On TikTok, we were really hot.
I gotta
That
get on
that
that.
the, those videos are going. That interview is going semi-viral. Over fifty
Wow.
thousand views.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
And that's only
uh,
one section. I didn't post the whole thing.
damn. Horror movies. Yeah, I get that question all the time. I don't know how to answer it. I'm not a movie guy, but my favorite horror movie is Dead Alive. I love
Okay.
that. It's like comedy horror. I love comedy,
Right.
so I
Okay.
like a little comedy in my horror. But I love the classics. All the Frankenstein movies and Bride of Frankenstein. But in fact, I wrote Hate to Live and Love the Dead, watching
Hmm.
Bride of Frankenstein. Um,
Right.
but yeah, Dead Alive kills me every time. Yeah,
That
I love that.
alive. I
Oh,
get I get that.
I love Hellraiser. I love Hellraiser.
Okay.
Love Hellraiser. Toxic Avenger, of course. You gotta love Toxic
Right.
Avenger if you're from New Jersey. It's the only New Jersey superhero.
Right. Right. Oh, one more question that I have. It. Do you remember playing a show at uh, what was that water park where people got cut up and killed and electrocuted? What was it? Mountain? What was it? It was at
Class
Mount Vernon.
Class Action Park.
Class Action.
Yeah, Action
Yeah.
Park.
Action Park. Yeah. I think even Alice in Chains played there, and one of them got hurt. So, do you
I
remember
just
playing that show?
I went there like 3 years ago and I got hurt. Oh my God, I can't
Really?
believe they still have the slide that's concrete. You go down the slide, it's concrete, but as soon as you hit the water, you fall off the rubber thing, the mat, and you slide along the concrete. My whole arm was scraped up bloody. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's still crazy. It's still dangerous. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on there.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. But I remember you guys play there, and that was like what, 95, somewhere around
yeah,
there. I think you
that
you
was
might have
fun.
even posted something, an article about that.
Yeah, Joel Galston, I think, hooked that up, put that all together, and
Yeah.
that was fun. Yeah, that was I
Awesome.
think might have been our first show, right? I don't know. That was the first show.
Uh, maybe.
Yeah,
Well, we've talked for almost an hour and 20 minutes. I want to thank you, Dr. Chud, with the one and only. Check out his latest band, the Karens, and all his merch. Go see him at all the conventions. It's gonna be great. Take your Misfits, pay for him to get signed. Go see the Karens on tour, and we hope to see you soon. And please say
thank
hello
you.
to your manager. I had such a great time talking to her and hooking this up. I want to say thank you, Mary, for hooking all this up. for
Hey,
us.
no wedding crashers. No wedding crashes. I know what you guys are up to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town, actually out of the country. I got this a tour thing, but
I
uh,
wasn't talking
I'm
about you. I was talking about the
oh
fans.
oh oh. Have you caught something online talking about that or?
My brother posted the invitation and said, "Whoever wants to come, come," or something like that. And I'm like,
Oh
"Hey,
no
what are you
way!
saying? Oh, no, no."
Because I saw the invitations and those were great. Oh, I
Yeah,
love them.
yeah. The original Garbage Pail Kid artist did them. They're amazing. Everybody's saying they're the best invitation they ever seen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I have the original art. He gave me the painting. It's a painting, and
Hmm.
it's so beautiful. Yeah, lucky.
And by the way, you still make your own drumsticks? Are they for sale on your site?
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome. And you sign them before, or you just ship them out?
I sign them. I paint them. I sign them. Stripe them. Been doing it for
Awesome.
30 years. I got that idea when I was in drum corps. I marched drum
Hmm.
corps for a couple of years, and we used to stripe our
Okay.
sticks. All the drum corps had their own striping way, and I just carried that over to my music career. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. All you drum fans, if you want to get the original drumstick made by Dr. Chud, signed, painted, get it because let me tell you, history is hard to get, especially Misfits history. So very collectible. Thank you very much. Please send my regards to your manager. She's great, and we'll be in touch. I love you guys.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tony.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
See you,
being here. An honor.
everybody. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
All right.
Thank you.
See ya. All right.
See you.